Alright everyone, as you can see we are going to be playing Urban Champion. Came out in 1984 in Japan and was ported to the United States in 1986. So it's definitely towards the beginning of the Nintendo's lifespan here in the United States. And it's basically, it's a pretty simple game. The whole idea of the game is that you're kind of doing like this street fight with another guy. And you basically have a couple of moves, a fast and a slow attack, and you basically are trying to knock each other back toward the edge of their screen. And if you knock them back far enough, the edge of their screen contains a manhole that you knock them down, and that's when you win. There will end up being other various things that occur during the fight, such as objects being thrown from the windows in the building above that will daze you. And cost you stamina, which you'll see it go down as you're fighting. And yeah, I mean it's pretty straightforward. It's not a super in-depth game. I do have this game. It's one of my in my collection, Urban Champion. One of the I really like this one because it's got the original black label on it, which is kind of the original series of NES games. So this one's kind of special to me. My wife got it for me as a gift. So you can play 1 player or 2 player. So as you can see, it's pretty slow and clunky, but it's got like a charming, you know, kind of pixel art style to it. So now this guy, he's starting to get me back. So this is the fast attack. Oh. So he got me to the next screen. That's good. That's not good for me. So that was a heavy attack. Heavy. Oh, flower pot. Gotta watch out for those flower pots. So those are the slow attacks. So I'm slowly working him back. You can see my stamina is going down though with each attack that I do. Oh, so now he's blocking. Oh, he got me with a hit there. Oh. That was a fast attack, or a slow attack. So the slow attacks are easier to block or dodge because you're basically telegraphing them. But they do a lot less damage and push them back a lot less far. So like that is a... Oh. Okay, so the police come every once in a while, and I think it's just for comedic effect. It doesn't really affect anything, but it's kind of funny. So anyways, back to the attack. So the slow attack, it's a lot easier to block or dodge. I don't know what this is. So there's the manhole. So now my goal is now to knock him back into that. And then I have won this fight. There we go. Alright. 1 down. That's just the first one. So it gets harder as you go forward. So alright. So now these guys' names are Mike and Mark, and you can see that they are just the same sprite with a palette swap. One guy's got blue hair, one guy's got green hair. Which was common back with the games on the NES, especially back when they first came out. They were really limited by how much memory they had, so they had to reutilize as much as they could with each game. So now he's got me back just 1 there. So now if you push up, you will do a high punch. And if you don't push anything, I think if you don't push anything, yeah, it's low punch. If I push up, then it's high punch. So this is definitely no Street Fighter, but this game, I mean, in theory, it's kind of the same premise. It's just a lot more basic, right? Come on, there we go. All right, got this one. Pretty good. So if you get enough wins in, I think it amounts to 100 and some odd wins, 145 or something. Or 145 fights if you win them. I can't remember, I was reading something. I'll have to look back at that. That is when you become the Urban Champion. Which I've never done. I usually get a ways in and then the computer starts getting pretty difficult at that point. So like I was saying, this is definitely not Street Fighter by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, back in 1984 or 86 in the United States, or North America, there wasn't many other options for a fighting game. You know, and this was before the fighting game craze of the 90s, where you had, you know, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and there's other ones. Those are obviously the big ones, but there were some other ones mixed in there too. Clay Fighters, and then, you know, you got into the 3D era of PlayStation and Sega Saturn and whatnot. You had Virtual Fighter and Tekken and all those. So this is kind of like a spiritual predecessor to those games. Almost there. Alright, round 9. Every 3 fights, the player gets a specific symbol in the lower right corner. After 5 symbols are earned, you go to the next set of symbols. After 45 symbols, or the equivalent of 145 fights, they get the rank of champion. Alright, let's see here. So 145 fights, though. That's a lot of this. I don't know why that guy is always throwing stuff at us. That's really rude. I mean, we're just trying to have an honest fist fight out here in the street. Some people. Alright, let's keep this going. We're nearly done. Get in your hole. Are you too good for your hole? Oh boy. Oh boy. Get back over there. Get on your side of the street. You get on your side of the street. So close. Alright. Doing pretty good this round. So we're up to round 18. Oops. That's interesting to know. So my stamina resets between bouts. Or between rounds, I should say, not bouts. But my count doesn't. My getting knocked back count. Get over there. Alright. I mean, what's going on in a city where there's so many open manhole covers? I mean, they need to contact their public works and get people out there to fix this. I mean, that's dangerous, having all these open manhole covers. A child could fall in there or something. I mean, it's terrible. Alright, made it to round 25 so far. Not bad. Nothing going on here, officer. Nothing going on. Just doing a fist fight. Just a little fist fight action. Nothing to get worried about. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does that end my run? I think it might end my run. Yep. So, made it 25 rounds, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that.
CPLEA.